3DS Homebrew strikes again, and this time in the form of Red Viper, aka Virtual Boy Emulator for new as well as for old 3DS and 2DS. Today we are installing it and we are checking out the 3D effect. But we gotta be quick, cause there is not much battery left in my 3DS and I've lost the charger yet again. By now I'm starting to thinking that the 3DS has something against me, that it's something personal, cause I was looking everywhere, but the chargers just refused to be found. Yes, chargers, 2 of them, plural, nowhere. Luckily, the process is very quick and very simple. You just take CIA and put it into your 3DS. Or you can just scan QR code whilst connected to the internet and it will do it for you. It took me exactly 55 seconds to get it running. Here is quick emulator overview, options with bunch of settings, then controls when you can remap every button, and load ROM. That's what we want to do. So we're gonna quit the emulator and take out SD card. Whilst I was quitting, I have noticed the RE3 icon. I wanted to know what's gonna happen when I launch the port of GTA 3 on the old 3DS, cause it only works on new 3DS. So let's find out together. I've launched it and it crashed with some error. Who would have thought that? Then the 3DS switched off by itself. That's what I wanted all along. 2 stones with 1 bird. Now we are on the PC and we want to get games. Where do we get them? I think we need to buy the original hardware and software and dump the cartridges somehow. Let's check how much is the Virtual Boy. That's pretty steep, but I think I can justify the amount for this video. Let's check the games. What? No way, you gotta be kidding me. 500 just for Underworld. Yeah, but let's do what every not rich person would do. I can smell piracy in here. And I can feel hypocrisy. I'm watching you. And I'm glad you do. I feel so safe now. God bless you. So we are back on a PC. And here, archive.org allowed me to borrow all-in-one cartridge pack with one condition, to keep it for myself. I unzipped it and put the zips into my 3DS SD card, which was a mistake, cause the games need to be unzipped into the .vb format. So I've repeated the process, and now every game is nicely showing up. There were only 22 Virtual Boy games released ever. And first, let's check the Waterworld, the game that is being sold for £500, British pounds. It took me a while to figure out what to even do. I just think I need to shoot at these guys on the jet skis and save the drowning people or something similar. This game kinda sucks, I don't like it. 3D effect is working. I cannot really show it properly on the camera, but it works. I guess it doesn't make my eyes to bleed. But it is a 3D effect on the 3DS and I could feel my eyes were not really comfortable looking at it. Is this game worth 500 quid? Hell no. There is just not so many of them, so it's expensive. Next, I've checked Tetris. There is not much that can go wrong with Tetris. It's okay. 3D effect is mostly in the particles in the background flowing onto you. Next, Teleroboxer. First person kind of boxing game, pretty boring and repetitive, not much value in here. 3D effect was kind of working, but there is just black background behind the player, so it's kind of baby 3D effect. Next, Red Alarm. Now we are talking. Finally something interesting. I can see some similarities with Star Fox. You are flying a ship and you are shooting at enemies, all in a very simple 3-dimensional environment. You have to evade enemy fire and each level ends with boss fights. Not bad, I can imagine playing it for more than 5 minutes. Space Squash on the other hand was kinda weird, especially the timing. I was meant to hit the ball, but you are meant to hit it at the exact right moment, otherwise it will hit you, and it was so hard to judge when to press the trigger, even with the 3D turned on. Panic Bomber, that was not much better. It's like a weird mix between Match 3 and it sends you there a bomb once in a while. 3D effect was not much visible, perhaps just the background. I almost forgot to mention the most important thing. Huge thanks to everybody who made it happen. Your work is greatly appreciated. Keep it up. Majority of these titles are very simple with very short gameplay, like Vertical Force, Vertical shooter. Here I've changed the color palette to gray to see if it's any better. And yeah, the camera can definitely pick it up better, so I'm leaving it like that. And you can pick any color you want. Mario Clash, not much to do in here either, just to get the highest score. These kind of games feel like homebrews to me, because I'm sure it didn't take long to develop it. I guess they just wanted to save money, but you need good killer games if you want your system to succeed, right? But in the end I found at least one interesting title, Jack Bros. Not a lot of 3D going on in here either, but at least the gameplay is a bit fun. You are in this area, you need to find all the keys to unlock door to the new level, and you need to kill all the creatures that are gonna cross your path, either with regular or special attack. This certainly sounds like a fun, and it is considered by many as the best Virtual Boy game, alongside Wario Land. 2D platformer, very short, where you can jump and charge with your shoulder. He has also ability to enter the background at certain times, but it again feels like a gimmick, like an afterthought, how to use the 3D in a game that is already good, like in Uncharted on the PS Vita, where they were just implementing all the features like touch and camera for absolutely no reason, just for the sake of it. I think they implemented this background foreground feature in later games like Donkey Kong Country Returns, but here it is with nice colors and awesome graphics, so it's way more enjoyable than with black and red. Then there are a bunch of more not really interesting games like Mario's Tennis. Again, very hard to hit the ball at the exact right moment. Space Invaders, nothing special in here. Galactic Pinball, this one is a bit better if you like pinball. At least the graphics are kinda doable, and that is pretty much it. So, in the end, is it worth it to install Red Viper on your old or new 3DS? Wait, these are both old 3DSs. Yeah, it doesn't matter. So is it worth it? In my humble opinion, yes, it is worth it, of course. In spite of the fact that there are not many good games available, I still think you should at least try it out. You should at least give it a try to see what it's all about. The 3D effect is kinda cool, but it's hardly visible on the screen. Still, I think this homebrew fits perfectly into the 3DS library. Go and install it now, if you haven't already. Phew, that was close. We finished the video just on time. The battery is almost empty, as you can see. The indicator is red. Now I gotta quickly do the thumbnail, some nice one, or otherwise I'll have a lot of work in Photoshop. Thanks to you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.